We have started something in Wales. The Anti-Racist Action Plan is a beginning of something that hopefully is seismic and influences the rest of the world, that they start to think about what's important about our identities.
Siafanataj ysgrifennydd cyffredinol TUC Cymru, diolch.
Here, approximately 4.5% of Black, Asian and ethnic minority workers are on zero-hour contracts, compared to 2.5% of white workers. These aren't just numbers, they represent people whose lives and livelihoods are impacted every single day by the inequalities that are actually baked into the system.
Looking around the world today, it's easy to be despondent. Countering rising nationalist populism and suprematist ideologies. That is why marking days like today and events like this are vital.
Escalation of digital hate, racism can be found on social media platforms, but it leads to real-world consequences. Physical attack, abuse, and discriminations can migrate from the digital space to the real life.
There is people living in houses in Wales, in Cardiff Bay, that can't actually get out of their one room. That's all they want to do, is actually keep people in what they're calling social housing, but it's not actually fit for purpose. Something really fundamental as a home disabled people struggle with on a daily basis.
So if we had 1,000 people from Wales who identify as white stood up against that wall out there, we would ask 7 to step forward as a who's been stopped and searched. That's the rate relative to population. If we had 1,000 individuals who identify as black standing against that wall outside there, we would have 26 people to step forward. That's how many, as a rate, have been subject to stop and search.
Black history into our curriculum, it is actually now changing the way our children are learning. We must recognise that education from the very earliest years has to be the real catalyst for change. Going to schools and actually seeing and hearing children talking in a different way about history, decolonising history, but also just learning about their communities, their leaders. So we know that our children have to lead the way.